Alright, here's a shot of the ongoing build I've got going in my Antec 200 case. It's laying on its side right now. There's the 140 on the top and the 120 in the back. And got my motherboard installed. Got my new Q8400 CPU installed and all screwed in. The EP45-UD3P, the old trusty. This is gonna get a new Core 2 Quad Q8400. See how it works. Maybe do a little bit of overclocking with it. And I will update this as the build goes along. Alright, here's the almost finished build of the Core 2 Quad Q8400 in the Antec 200 case. Got my DVD drive in. One of the two 120mm fans that fit in this case installed. Let me show you how this case works. It looks like a mess, and that's because it is a mess, but it should get pretty good airflow. I have booted this up. The temperatures are wonderful in it, but as far as some of these larger wires and even some of the SATAs, you know, I'm gonna tie it together and make it look a little better, which I should have done before this video, but thought I'd just show you. Got my Core 2 Quad Q8400 in there under the Freezer 7 Pro. 4 gigabytes of G-Skill PC 8500, 1066 gigahertz RAM. My trusty old 9600 GT video card. Everything works great. Got the Western Digital Black Edition 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is great. I've booted this system up and run a couple benchmarks on it. The $60 Mod XStream power supply turned upside down, so it sucks air from in here, which is not the best, but it's better from sucking it from down under where there's no room. Also, I had to hook up a Molex connector to my power supply. If these had been 3-pin, I could have connected them right to the motherboard. That's why I wanted them 3-pin. I'm gonna check in to see if maybe I can change that. But anyway, I don't have the hot swap bay adapter there hooked up yet. I plan to hook that up, so when I need to use it, I can use it. But anyway, there's the build. Everything works great, and there's kind of what you're left with in this case on a build like this, where you have to use a Molex and you have to use the 8-pin that goes up there. There's really nowhere to hide it, and it was so short out of the power supply that I couldn't put it behind the video card. So I'm glad there's not a window on this case, because it looks horrible. But I thought I'd give you a view of it anyway, just to kind of see what you're up against if you do build with one of these cases. Need to find some way to make these, the top and rear fan, into 3-pin. I don't know if I can just splice these and put a connector on, or what I'd need to do. I'm sure there's a way of doing it, but if anybody knows a way of doing it, or a link or something, post it for me if you would. It'd be great. But my temperatures are, I'm not too worried about the mess, because my temperatures are outstanding. on this. You know, the CPU temperature is just barely 30 and around 40 to 42 under full load for, you know, half an hour with a Freezer 7 Pro, so that's very good, and the case temperatures are excellent as well. So anyway, it's got the EP45-UD3P motherboard in it with the 8 USBs, 2 FireWires, dual gigabit LAN, your PS2s, your SPDIFs. Fan controller works fine with the high and low setting. I would show you the cable management, but there's nothing really to see there. So anyway, there is the almost finished build. Thought I'd just give you a look. It'll be fine once I get the cover on. Should look fine, but these drives are just screwed in. It only took a second. And all it needs a video card, really, and this it's gonna be a screamer. That Q8400 in there overclocks like a beast, from what I've heard. I've done a little. I tried a little one with it, and worked fine. So there's a look. Well, we'll see you in the next video, hopefully.